Hello friends, I hope you are doing great. Once again, you are most welcome in my YouTube channel voidlooprobotech and Automation. Today we are going to learn how to develop GPIO interrupt input with ESP32 using ESP-IDF. So let us get started step by step. This is a schematic diagram. You can see here push button is connected between D5 and ground. If button will be pressed, then D5 pin will be low. Okay. So yeah, here D5 pin will be work as an interrupt input. So now I will start programming. Go to VS Code. Now go to ESP-IDF extension and click on new project wizard. Okay. Type here project name, GPIO Input Interrupt. Okay, and here directory. Okay, board is okay, and here port 10 is okay. Now click on choose template, and template app is okay, and click over here create project using this template. Okay, now click on yes. Okay, now close this previous VS Code. Okay, now go to main and main.c, close all this thing and click OK. Okay, now we will start here programming. So I will include here some header file has include FreeRTOS slash FreeRTOS.h. Okay, and now we will include GPIO.h has include driver slash GPIO.h. Okay, now we will include ESP-log.h. Okay, now we will include intype.h. Okay, and we will define the interrupt pin. That is 5 number pin D5. Okay, now we will reset this pin. First of all, we will reset this pin. So GPIO reset pin and pass this interrupt pin. Okay, and now we will set the direction of this GPIO. So GPIO set direction. Here type the pin name and it is as a input. Okay, so GPIO mode input. Okay, now I will enable the pull up for this pin. Okay, so GPIO set pull up mode and this pin interrupt pin, and it is GPIO pull up only. Okay, now I will configure raising edge detection. Okay, GPIO set in type. Okay, pass the pin name and it will be raising edge detection. So GPIO INTR pose is okay. Now I will install the GPIO ISR service. So GPIO install ISR service. I'll pass here 0 value. Okay, now I will attach the ISR to GPIO interrupt. So GPIO ISR handler add, and here interrupt pin GPIO ISR handler and null. Now we will go to this function, what it will do. Okay, So here we will have to pass interrupt handler, and this argument will be null. Okay, go to declaration. See, first argument is GPIO number and second argument is ISR handler function, and third is ISR parameters for ISR handler. So there is no parameters, only I will have to pass ISR handler. Okay, I will create handler later. Now finally enable the interrupt. So GPIO interrupt enable, and I will pass here interrupt pin. Okay, and now I will use here while loop. It will be 1. Okay, and now I will define here interrupt handler. So it will be static GPIO ISR handler. Okay, void if handler will be called, then one count value should be increased. So interrupt count will be increased. I will declare here. Okay. Okay. And now I will declare one Boolean variable. It is button state. It is false. Okay. Make it true. And now again re-enable the interrupt. So copy this line. Okay. Now I'll write here some code to print the interrupt count. Okay. If button state is true, then printf %d new line interrupt count. Okay, button state copy. Okay, and after that make it false and use here delay of 100 millisecond. P task delay 100 or take period ms. Okay, now code is ready. I will just click on build. Okay, code building is done successfully. Now I will flash this code. So I will click on flash button. Okay, so code has been flashed successfully. Now I will click on monitor. Okay, now I will press this button. You can see this number is increasing. Okay. When button is pressed, then interrupt is generated, and then this interrupt count is increasing. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really like this video, so please do like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.